ladies and gentlemen, to Fan Appreciation Month here on Reaction and Review. Tonight, guys, I'm taking a look at a horror movie from 2003. That movie is The House of the Dead. A couple of things before we even start. Number one, yes, I am well aware that this is from infamous movie director Uwe Boll. And I know that anytime he touches a video game franchise, the movie is bound to suck, with the one lone exception being Postal, which somehow, someway, wound up actually being kind of, watchable. But every other time I've seen him even look at a video game property, the movie sucks. It really does. Boll is a terrible director when it comes to video game movies. I know this going in. I also know I'm not a fan of the House of the Dead franchise because I don't care much for rail shooters. So, especially when your rail shooter's basically just Resident Evil, only with even shittier writing and even worse voice acting. If that was ever a possibility, it would be with the House of the Dead series. Anyway, so, guys, this thing here is starting off horribly, and I haven't even pushed play yet. However, I always have to remember this. I cannot stand Iron Man as a character, and the first Iron Man movie was really good. And Uwe Boll at least has one good video game movie to his name. So that means that this thing could very well shock me and wind up being genuinely watchable. I have very strong doubts about that, but it could still wind up being really good, and the only way I'm going to find out if it is any good is if I shut up and I push play, and I'm going to do that right now. And so, without further ado, it's time to kick back, relax, and check out House of the Dead. Okay, I have a bit of a stupid question. Why the hell is there a giant Sega banner at this fucking rave? Yes, guys, I do understand that Sega is the company that made the House of the Dead games. But that fucking banner is placed in just such a way to make it look almost like Sega is advertising this fucking rave, and that just seems kind of fucked up to me. I didn't know Sega was in the habit of advertising and fucking, promoting raves. It just seems kind of odd. Wait a minute. Is Clint Howard dead? Oh god, I fucking hope so, because that might actually make this movie just marginally better if I don't have to put up with Clint Howard's bullshit. So, yeah, good news, Clint Howard is hopefully dead. Bad news, if he isn't, then I'm gonna have to put up with him for the next hour. Yay. So, these zombies spit acid now. Alright, well, at least it's something a little bit different. I mean, okay, yes, it's fucking stupid as shit, but at least it's not your typical bland, boring zombie shit. No, it's bland, boring zombies who spit acid. So, at least it's a change. Jesus Christ, why won't this scene just fucking end? No, guys, I swear to God, this right here is all of our main characters killing hordes of zombies. However, it's got so much bad shit going for it. We have terrible fucking music, tons and tons of bullet time. And the worst part is that they have, instead of coming up with fucking special effects, they opt, in many cases, to just insert footage from the House of the Dead game. And it looks really fucking cheap. This scene sucks, and it's been going on for over 5 fucking minutes now. God damn it all. Yeah. I kind of forgot that this was a zombie movie, so naturally we have to have zombie Clint Howard. God, go the fuck away, Clint Howard. You can't fucking act, and I'm sick and tired of seeing you. Well, guys, that was House of the Dead. Now, shut the fuck up. This movie's soundtrack was fucking horrid. Alright, I'm just gonna leave the music at that. It's horrid. It's shit. You could have put anything else in here in terms of a soundtrack, and it would have been better. I'm not going to dwell on the soundtrack much, though. Let's talk about everything else, though. Writing. Let's start with characters. I couldn't tell you a single detail about any of these characters, except I know one of them is named Rudy, because he mentions his name in the last 2 fucking minutes. That's it. I could not tell you another detail about any other character in this fucking movie, because all of them are shallow. All of them have no personality to speak of, and when all is said and done, every character in this godforsaken movie are forgettable as shit. It's kind of sad. And when you have characters who are this shallow and this, well, normally, guys, it is because of the writing. Because if the writer is not going to take the time to flesh out these characters in any sort of meaningful way, then why the fuck are you going to care when the zombies finally get to them? Okay, why the hell am I going to care about the fucking smuggling with the smuggling sea captain, when the only thing we have to work with is that he smuggles goods from his fishing boat. That's all we have in terms of character depth for him. So why the hell am I going to care when he finally sacrifices him fucking self to a bunch of zombies? It doesn't work. I could not bring myself to care about the character at all. I couldn't bring myself to care about any of these characters. And as as almost each and every one of them slowly died off, I didn't care. Actually, I kind of did, because I was hoping that with less and less characters, we would finally get a little bit of depth and a little bit of build up on the few who are left over. But we don't get that. We get no reason to care who lives. We're not given a reason to care about who dies. When all is said and done, guys, the writing here, at least in terms of just how the characters were handled, was shit. And also, on top of that, the dialogue here is shallow. The dialogue just plain sucks. Nothing here makes a lick of sense. So we have this island, which is apparently a cursed island, and it is known to be a cursed island apparently by damn near every person who has a boat. Yet there's a giant rave, which apparently was sponsored by Sega, on this cursed island. And nobody fucking cared, and everybody showed up, and oh yeah, shocker, and big fucking shocker, everybody at the rave gets turned into a zombie. So now we have scores and scores of zombies, and to face off against them are our 6 heroes, our 6 lifeless, almost nameless, shallow as shit characters. And that is your entire plot for 90 fucking minutes, okay? It's really friggin' pathetic. Guys, it is nothing short of a miracle that I made it through this entire movie and did not shut it the fuck off. This thing was painful to get through, solely because the writing was just that bad. And of course, with horrible writing, oftentimes comes horrible acting. And considering the fact that Clint Howard is I think like 3rd fucking build in this movie, that should basically tell you that nobody here fucking tried, and Clint Howard phoned in another shitty, typical Clint Howard showing. I'm getting really sick of seeing Clint Howard this month. This is the 2nd movie this month I've had to sit through where he just sits there and just shits all over a movie. It's actually getting kind of painful. If I ever see Clint, Howard in public, I may need to sock him in the fucking face. Anyway. Why? Because I'm sick and tired of seeing him. Anyway, the acting, though, from everybody sucks, but I really think that that's partially because when you're handed a script and your character barely even has a fucking name, much fucking less a personality, you naturally are not going to try. So nobody here tried, and that much is painfully obvious. And really, I really do not blame them. Because if you are going to be handed a script that is this fucking non-fucking-sensical, then naturally you aren't going to do anything with it. But still, the acting here is shit. Special effects. Let's talk about the makeup effects. Makeup effects in this movie are probably one of the only positives I can give. Okay? Because the zombies actually look kind of sort of cool. Okay, so yeah, we have, that. However, when it comes to squib work, let's talk about squib work and fucking gunfire. Because, yes, we do have squibs here. We do have, like, shots where we actually get to see it, where we actually get to see a bullet go in and explode. However, about halfway through the film, they then begin to start replacing those squib shots with inserts from the House of the Dead video game. Really poorly chosen inserts from the House of the Dead game. Because I am sorry, there is no fucking excuse for you to use footage of the game and have half of the screen covered with a big red fucking reload stamp. How hard would it have been to have filmed a couple of playthroughs of that game? It's not that long a game, and found enough footage where the screen isn't fucking covered with damage, damage, fucking slashes, and reload stamps. How hard would that have been? Might have taken you all of 2 hours to get maybe, 2, 3, 4 plays out of that? And you could have easily have had enough footage, but no, they were too fucking lazy to even do that. And House of the Dead is not even that hard a video game, for fuck's sake. So why the hell is almost every transition we see, because they also use footage of the game in order to transition from shot to shot. So why the fuck is it that almost every single one of the transition shots are of the player taking fucking damage? You have to actively try to take, that much damage in the House of the Dead. But that honestly is me. But there's me bitching about a video game in a movie based on said game from a director who's probably never even touched the motherfucking game. So why the hell should I be complaining about it? Why? Because he fucking put footage of the game in the movie because he was too goddamn lazy to actually make a fucking movie. Alright guys, I am sorry. It just sort of bothered me a little bit. There is no reason to insert video game footage into your fucking movie, especially like I said in the second half when it's being used to replace footage of the zombies being shot. Or even worse, you see the video game footage and then it cuts back to the movie and you still see the fucking squib. So what the hell was the point of the fucking video game footage? It really cheapened the entire film. And it makes the whole thing look like a shitty direct to video movie. And the saddest part is that this fucking waste of film was in theaters and it made a profit. Oh my God. Alright, I am going to stop talking about the fucking video game footage because that is just making me more and more pissed. Okay. Lighting is okay and the camera work is okay. There really isn't a whole lot I can say about that. And Uwe fucking Boll would have had to actively try to make, those suck. So, guys, when all is said and done, am I able to recommend House of the Dead? No. There is very, very little here I can even say is a positive outside of the makeup effects. Because we have horrible acting, we have shitty writing, we have terrible music, we have tons of inserted video game footage, we have tons of bullet time in the fucking second half, because apparently in 2003, bullet time was still all fucking edgy and cool. No, it fucking well wasn't. I cannot recommend this thing, guys. This movie is a torturous bore, and it's 90 minutes you're never going to get back. It's 90 minutes I'm never going to get get back, and I'm gonna have memories of this goddamn thing probably for the next couple of months, unless I begin to drink heavily and drink often in order to wipe out the memories of this fucking thing. Now, because it's Fan Appreciation Month, House of the Dead came off the Amazon wish list. The person who sent it in is a friend of mine, and I'm beginning to use that term loosely. Kari, and you guys can go and check out her. You can go check out her Let's Play channel on YouTube. I'm going to provide a link to it in this video's description. Kari, thank you. I was really curious how bad this movie was. It was vastly worse than I could have ever fucking imagined, and I would never have known that if you hadn't have thrown down good, money on this thing and sent it to me, and led to me having to watch it. So, yeah, thank you. Now I'm gonna have horrible memories of watching this, and and that probably makes you, smile, Kari. Once more, guys, you can go and check out her, you can check out her new YouTube channel. You just have to click on the link which is in this video's description. Now, holy fuck, I need to go watch a good zombie movie. I'm gonna go watch the original Dawn of the Dead, just because like I said, I need to see a good zombie movie right now, and oh my god. Anyway, guys, with that, we come to the close of another reaction and review. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, take care, and I will see you all in the near future. Peace.